He may have taken a little time to arrive at the winner's box, but when he did, or at the winner's line, I should say, at the winning post, he did it so well. He was there and stretched away from the opposition. He's a lovely, lovely horse. He took everything in his stride coming back to the parade ring. He was just absorbing in the surroundings. And keep a note on this horse, Aristocratic. He's put it to bed smartly. Tabile is the groom, and Tabile gets 2,000 Rand on behalf of Race Coast and Hollywoodbets. Congratulations to you, Tabile. Your horse, as always, looked outstanding. Well done. Thank you. Craig Zaki is the pilot. Looking forward to talking to him about this horse. The ones up front went really quickly. You were travelling and seemed to drop it a bit, green around the turn, understandably. But you rode this horse confidently. You obviously knew what you had underneath you. When you put in that finish, it was race over.
Yeah, Warren. I must say he was quite forward. He travelled nice. The pace was really on, like you said. And when he started dropping it, I said, you know what, they're going hard. If he's any good, he'll make it up when they start stopping. And yeah, a minute he saw daylight. And I got into him, he really started to kick down, and he feels like a really, really nice horse.
These colours have been around this race course a few times.
Yeah, they have. From the great dynasties days, they definitely know how to find the horses. And obviously it's the master of Mr. Caname's picking them at the sales. So they've been around long, and long more may they continue.
Craig, punters are putting their bets together for the rest of the day. One or two or three horses that they must include that you're looking forward to later on?
Yeah, Warren, look, I'm only in 1, 2, 5 and 6. I must say, pity for Sean Veal. He was supposed to ride this horse 2 weeks ago and obviously played up at the gates, but Sean got a feel coming back down the track and said he felt like a proper horse. He gave me a lot of confidence, and yeah, just listening to Sean, I thought he could be my best. But hopefully we go close in the next, and in 5 and 6, Richard the Fearless, he can run a place on his best form.
Thanks for your feedback, and lovely to have you in the winner's box so early in the day.
Thanks, Ryan. Well done to Field Spring Racing once again. Well done to Dr. Amy Watchorn. Big thanks to my boss, Mr. Knamer. Great training feeds here. To all the stable staff and everyone behind the scenes. Great job done by the team, and to my sponsors, Maritz Vincent and Wohlstroff. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you. Lovely to talk to Craig Zaki, the first jockey I bumped into at the car park. We know about Field Spring Racing, Dean, but Dr. Amy Watchorn, tell us a bit more about the doctor.
First horse that she's involved in South Africa through Sam. So thrilled that she came on board. I've never met the doctor, but other than the group chats, very excited for her, and a great experience to have your first horse in South Africa, and it arrives. And well done to Sam and Corin from Field Spring Racing. Super pleased for them. And also to Mary and Jessica who have bred him. He's well related, and he's by Denon, and there's a lot of Silvana coming through on his female line. One thing I would say, a lot of effort, a lot of time has gone into this horse, schooling him. He's the most wonderful natured horse out. Fantastic horse. I mean, he's like a child's pony. But claustrophobic at the gates. We could see what happened last time. He went in early and standing and just had enough. It took him out, and then he didn't want to enter. That was just unfortunate. But I'd say to Glyn, who's been schooling him, if I call him the horse whisperer, and I've got my London Cape Town. So he did a lot of work. Passed him last week. We gave him a refresher again yesterday. To Nicky, my whole team, well done. So he's a nice, lovely mover, well related. And to Jean Malaba, who does all the work with us at the sales, and that year Sam was there, and Sam was absolutely crazy about him, and she said, "Come, let's go have a look at him again." And and I think Jerry was there, Sam and Jerry Steele, and she said, "Dean, this horse really grabs me." So she'll end up buying the horse. So well done to my whole team, fantastic win, and but a beautiful action horse, and may continue with him.
Dean, last question before we do the presentation of the 100,000 Rand. I know you did go through the runners with Raheel, but for those that may not have heard, Craig's upbeat about the next one and about the runners later on. You share the same sentiments?
I think the filly running in the next race, a well-bred filly, and 1400 meters should be fine. And after they gone a furlong in the last race, I said I should have rather had him in a 14. But if the filly doesn't run green, I'm expecting to be right at the finish. And we've got Princess Goldie. The first time she ran on the poly, she didn't act at all. But the poly had deteriorated in such a bad way that the kickback they couldn't handle. But now it's been refurbished and it's running great, so it shouldn't be a problem. So we look forward to those two, and we look forward to the one running the next race.
Well, there's the Bloodstock South Africa check that you're going to have to hold by yourself, because there's nobody to be with you, but 100,000 Rand for the owners, Field Spring Racing and Dr. Amy Watchhorn. Lovely. That's what South African racing is all about, ladies and gentlemen. The international interest is unbelievable, and to have Dr. Amy Watchhorn, an international owner, owning a share in a racehorse in South Africa for the very first time, it's a winning one. You can't ask for a better start. Thank you, Dean, and well done to you, Doctor, and of course to Field Spring Racing, the entire team. As I said, these colours, Dynasty and many, many others, they've been around this racetrack many times and successfully too. Aristocratic's beaten Holy Star. Third was Quinn's Time. Fourth was Magic Surprise. And well done to all concerned. The next race is about 19 minutes away.